In the heart of a vibrant, bustling village in southern India, there was a small, quaint shop called Kothi Bommalu, which meant Palace of Puppets. The shop was owned by an elderly puppeteer named Ramesh, who was known far and wide for his incredible talent in creating lifelike puppets. His creations were not just toys, they were storytellers, each with its own personality and story to share. One day, as the monsoon clouds gathered overhead, Ramesh worked on a special puppet he named Kavi. Kavi was a beautiful marionette with bright, expressive eyes, a colorful traditional costume, and strings that allowed it to move with grace and precision. Ramesh poured his heart and soul into creating Kavi, hoping that this puppet would inspire joy and wonder in everyone who saw it. As Ramesh completed Kavi, he whispered a blessing, hoping that the puppet would bring happiness and magic to the world. Little did he know, his wish would come true in the most unexpected way. That night, as the rain poured down and the village fell silent, a soft, magical glow surrounded Kavi. The puppet's eyes sparkled with life, and it gently tugged at its strings, realizing it could move on its own. Kavi looked around the dimly lit shop, filled with other puppets and tools, and felt an overwhelming sense of curiosity and purpose. Kavi knew it was meant for something greater than just sitting on a shelf. It wanted to explore the world, meet new friends, and share stories that could touch hearts. With a determined spirit, Kavi slipped out of the shop and into the rainy night, ready to embark on its journey. As Kavi wandered through the village, it marveled at the sights and sounds. The rain had washed the streets clean, and the air was filled with the earthy scent of wet soil. Kavi danced through puddles and twirled under the raindrops, feeling a sense of freedom and excitement. The next morning, as the sun broke through the clouds, Kavi found itself at the edge of a lush, green forest. The puppet ventured into the forest, where it met a friendly parrot named Mithu. Mithu was intrigued by Kavi's ability to move and speak, and the two quickly became friends. "Where are you headed, Kavi?" Mithu asked, perching on a low branch. "I don't know exactly," Kavi replied, "but I want to share stories and bring joy to others. Do you know where I can start?" Mithu thought for a moment and then suggested, "There's a festival in the nearby village of Rangapuram. It's a place filled with music, dance, and storytelling. I'm sure you'll find an audience there." Excited by the prospect, Kavi and Mithu set off together. As they traveled, Mithu shared tales of the forest, and Kavi told stories of the puppets from Ram's shop. They laughed and sang, their friendship growing stronger with each passing day. When they arrived in Rangapuram, the village was alive with preparations for the festival. Colorful decorations adorned the streets, and the air was filled with the scent of delicious food. Kavi and Mithu made their way to the main square, where a large stage had been set up for performances. Kavi felt a flutter of nervousness but remembered Ram's blessing, and the purpose it had set out with. With Mithu by its side, Kavi climbed onto the stage and began to perform. The puppet danced, told stories, and brought its characters to life with such charm and emotion that the audience was spellbound. Children laughed and clapped, and adults watched with wonder and nostalgia, reminded of their own childhoods. Kavi's stories touched everyone, weaving tales of bravery, kindness, and the magic of believing in oneself. As the festival continued, Kavi became the star attraction. People from nearby villages came to see the magical puppet and its enchanting performances. Kavi realized that its journey had just begun, and there were many more stories to share and friends to meet. One evening, as the festival drew to a close, Kavi looked up at the stars and felt a deep sense of gratitude. It knew that it had found its purpose, bringing joy and inspiration to all who watched its performances. With Mithu by its side, Kavi was ready to explore new places, learn new stories, and continue its journey. Back in the village of Kothi Bommalu, Ramesh smiled as he heard the tales of the magical puppet that had captured the hearts of so many. He felt proud and content, knowing that Kavi had become everything he had hoped for and more. And so, Kavi the puppet and Mithu the parrot traveled far and wide, their adventures becoming legendary. They spread happiness and wonder wherever they went, proving that even the smallest of beings could make a big difference in the world. And that, dear listener, is the story of Kothi Bommalu and the puppet's journey, a tale of magic, friendship, and the power of storytelling.